Kenya's political landscape is buzzing with tension as President William Ruto prepares for an extensive tour of the Mount Kenya region, a key stronghold that propelled him to victory in the August 2022 election. Ruto's decision to co-opt opposition leader Raila Odinga and his Orange Democratic Movement party into the government has defied expectations over purge targeting allies of former Deputy President Ridah Kering.
The apparent discrimination, of course, just adds salt to injury, which is there. Of course, the latest of these was the removal of Ndedi Nyoro from the budget committee.
Many had anticipated that Ruto would sideline Gachagwa's loyalists in the region, given widespread criticism that Mount Kenya had disproportionately benefited from government appointments. Instead, Ruto has opted for a broader coalition, maintaining the region's influence while integrating Odinga's faction, an unexpected move that has both stabilized his administration and sparked unease among his original supporters.
Thank you, my friend.
The upcoming tour is a strategic effort to reinforce Ruto's grip on Mount Kenya, a region whose votes were instrumental in his rise to power. However, the plan has been overshadowed by controversies involving key figures and growing discontent among the populace. One notable issue is the absence of Cabinet Secretary J.B. Muturi from the tour's entourage. Muturi, a seasoned politician from the region and a prominent member of Ruto's cabinet, has been a vital link to Mount Kenya's political establishment. His decision not to accompany the president has fueled speculation of a rift. While no official explanation has been provided, political observers suggest Muturi may be distancing himself from Ruto's recent alliances, particularly the partnership with Raila Odinga, which has not sat well with some in the region. Muturi's absence is seen as a potential signal of unease among the old guard, complicating Ruto's efforts to project unity.
I don't just follow the president. Even when Uhuru was president, it was never my practice or habit to follow him wherever he went. Because, as a president, he has, a schedule of work. I also have a schedule of work. When I was a speaker, and even now. So, unless it's something that touches the ministry that I'm in, I have no business trooping around to follow the president.
Adding to the tension is the fallout between Ruto and Ndedi Nyoro, the Kiaru Member of Parliament. Once regarded as a rising star in the president's camp, Nyoro played a significant role in mobilizing Mount Kenya's youth during the 2022 campaign, earning him a reputation as a key ally. However, relations have soared in recent months. Reports indicate Nyoro has been vocal about feeling marginalized, with his ambitions for a larger role in government unmet. Posts on X from mid-March 2025 suggest a specific flashpoint. Nyoro allegedly refused to let Ruto commission a project in his constituency during the tour, prompting the president to instruct county commissioners and chiefs to boycott Nyoro's event in the mjini area of Kiharu.
Lakini kitu moja naona hakuna haja ya kufanya ni unarusha hii maneno na mimi narusha hii. Hata tukirushiana maneno haitasaidia wananchi wa kwako, haitasaidia wananchi wa kwetu.
While these claims remain unverified by official sources, they reflect a broader narrative of friction. Nyoro's public silence was broken on March 19th, 2025, when he reportedly accused Ruto of undervaluing Mount Kenya leaders and rejecting independent voices. This fallout threatens to erode Ruto's support among the region's younger demographic, a critical constituency. The most pressing challenge, however, is the Mount descent within Mount Kenya itself. The region's voters backed Ruto in 2022, drawn by his hustler nation rhetoric promising economic upliftment. Yet, 2.5 years into his presidency, dissatisfaction is rife.
The mountain is angry with him because his policies, economic, political, and maybe even diplomatic, have appeared to be injurious to the interests of the people on the mountain.
Farmers in Nyeri and Murang'a lament declining prices of tea and coffee, while traders in Kiambu and Thika decry heavy taxation. The cost of living has soared, and Ruto's policies, such as new levies in his alignment with Raila Odinga, a figure historically distrusted in the region, have deepened the sense of betrayal. The inclusion of ODM figures in government has particularly rankled locals who see it as a delusion of their influence after delivering Ruto's win.
It is important that he comes and explains to us where we went wrong, or how we wronged him, until he had to ask one of our sons, who is the one who had mobilized us to vote for him, Honorable Ridah Kering Chebet, where he was impeached as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. He can explain to us how we got ourselves here. He can also explain to us, or we are also hoping that he'll explain to us, how comes a lot of our people who are in government are systematically being removed.
Ruto's tour is designed to counter this narrative, scheduled to cover counties like Nyeri, Meru, and Embu. It includes the launch of development projects, roads, markets, and irrigation schemes aimed at addressing some of these concerns. The president's team has emphasized his commitment to the region, pointing to continued appointments of Mount Kenya figures in his administration. Yet, the absence of Muturi and Nyoro's defiance cast long shadows over these efforts. Political analysts argue that Ruto's coalition with Raila may have broadened his national base, but risks alienating the very region that secured his presidency. The tour, intended as a show of strength, could instead expose vulnerabilities if local leaders and residents remain unreceptive.
We welcome him, na tutamshikilia, na tutakuwa na yeye for that 1 week, na najua akitoka hapa hatutakuwa the same again.
Sindio? Na hiyo damu ya Viva Dam haijafika ile full potential yake ya ukulima ya hapa Mwea kwa sababu hizi canals hazijaisha. Wakati siasa ilikuwa inafanywa, kama watu wa Mwea tukaambiliwa kwamba hiyo dam itamalizwa, si ndio? Now as the people of Mwea, we are demanding from the government that it is our right wakuja tutengenezee hiyo canal, ndio tuweze kutumia hiyo maji, na tutengeneze ukulima, ndio tuweze kuwa na chakula mingi ya kupea watu Kenya mzima.
Ruto, the president, prepares to come to Mlima Kenya is to bring us not just seed capital, but we need, as we prepare the next budget, to give us at least 2.5 billion as a seed capital for us to start the Nanyuki bulk water.
The stakes are high as Ruto navigates this delicate balancing act. Mount Kenya's 5 million plus voters remain a kingmaker bloc in Kenyan politics, and any loss of support here could jeopardize his prospects in future elections. Nyoro's growing influence, bolstered by his grassroots appeal, positions him as a potential rival, especially if he capitalizes on the region's frustrations. Meanwhile, Muturi's next move could sway the old guard, either enforcing Ruto's position or signaling a broader exodus of support. For now, the president is banking on his charisma and tangible deliverables to win back the mountain's trust. As the march progresses, all eyes are on Mount Kenya. The tour's success or failure will likely shape Ruto's political trajectory, testing whether his strategic gambles can hold together a fractious coalition and a restless region. The outcome remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the mountain's loyalty, once a given, is no longer guaranteed. Newsroom, Maisa TV, Ridah Kering Chebet.